Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to my video on how to apply for your license through the Colorado Department of Education. So I did a talk on this during our last capstone, but I didn't like the way the swivel video came out. One thing I didn't really care for too much about it was the way the slides didn't show up, or the computer didn't show up with the iPad. So I thought I'd do a little browser video for you. So I'm here on the CDE website and just make notes as I go through, and this shouldn't be too much longer than about 15 minutes or so. So we'll go here to Programs and Supports and go down to Educator Preparation and Licensing. Go ahead and click on that. And to your left you'll see Apply for, Renew a License, or Authorization. And you will see a whole list of different licenses that you can apply for. So you are, in essence, applying for what is called your initial teacher license. Don't look at initial authorization, just look over here, first or initial license. Go ahead and click on teacher. This is what you'll be applying for. Alright. And so you'll see a list of things here you need, a checklist. This is really nice for you. Because if you have everything on here, you're good to go to start the application. The first is to submit your fingerprints through CBI. You have already done that. We require all students to do that before they student teach. So you're all set. Go ahead and check that off your checklist. The next thing is you will need a valid form of ID. Most of you drive. I think all of you drive. So go ahead and use your driver's license. One thing to know is you will need access to a scanner in order to scan in various documents. You will be scanning in your driver's license, your official transcripts, your praxis or place score, and I believe that's it. Alright, so next piece is your education. You need official transcripts from all colleges and universities attended that affect your degree. So basically, if you took classes at PCC and then transferred them over to CSU Pueblo, then you will need the official transcript from PCC. Now, if you took classes at, let's say, University of Fort Collins and none of them transferred over, you don't need to worry about those official transcripts. So just those that affected your degree, you need official transcripts. One thing to take note of, you do have to pay for official transcripts through the records office here in at the university. They do cost $12.50, and I recommend making 2 copies, or taking 2 copies. One for yourself, and then another because oftentimes school districts would like to keep them. Most of them will accept copies, but I would just say go ahead and take 2 copies. Alright, after that, you will need what's called the Approved Program Verification Form. So I had most of you fill this out last night. I will mail it to you once your degree is conferred. This is what this form looks like for those of you who are distance students. I'll go ahead and link this form onto the email when I send out this video, and you'll fill out this top portion up until it says where to be completed by the dean, and you'll just send it back to me. We'll fill out the bottom portion and you're good to go. So you won't actually be able to apply for your license until you have this in your official transcripts. You can't get this form until your degree has been conferred, which means it's been approved and verified that you've completed all the classes that you're supposed to have. Alright. Like I said, you'll also need your place and praxis scores. They send these to you via PDF form, so they should still be in your email. We don't get the official score reports, alright? So you may have to repurchase them if you didn't hold on to them. Finally, you're going to have to answer things about your employment. Be as thorough as possible. Don't give them a reason to question you. If you were employed and you paid taxes, then it needs to go onto this list, no matter the nature of the job. And then, of course, it's your standard self-disclosure about criminal history. So go ahead and click on Register to create an account, unless you already have one for, say, a sub-license. I've already got mine, so I'm going to go ahead and click in here. One thing to know that's really important about this is you want to attach it to a email that you're going to have for a lifetime. So don't use your pack email. Use something that you're going to have for a lifetime and that you can access anytime. Use a password that you know, a username that you feel comfortable remembering, and security questions. And write all these down, put them somewhere with your official transcript, extremely safe. Because this is your personal lifetime e-licensing account. I cannot stress enough how much of a headache it can be if you get locked out of your account and have no way to get back in. Trust me, you will have to go to Denver, you'll have to go to CDE and explain to them why you are not able to get into your account, and you're going to have to verify that you're the actual person. It's a whole headache. Let's not get into that. So down here on the bottom left, you'll see Go to Applications. And remember, I told you you will be applying for the initial teacher license. It doesn't say initial teacher anywhere. It does say initial to professional. Don't click on that. You click on teacher. One thing to know is everyone starts out with an initial teacher license. Everyone in the state of Colorado during their first year of teaching goes through what's called a mentoring and induction program, which is a program offered by their school districts to kind of get them trained in the ways and means that each district wants. So they're going to go through various PDs on various types of things, whether it's how to teach diverse learners or how to use various different softwares, PowerSchool, those type of things. So after your first year, you'll be able to upgrade to your professional, but for right now, we're just worrying about your initial teacher license, all right? So I went ahead and started one of these, so I'm going to go ahead and continue. You have 14 days from the point of beginning to the point of ending. So you don't want to start this until you have stuff in hand, because I can't guarantee if you started this tomorrow that we're going to have your transcripts and your program verification form ready to go. Alright. Standard, do you agree to all this? Click yes. Fingerprint requirement, like I said, we already had you meet this. Go ahead and click yes. Have you ever held a Colorado teaching license? Click no. This is one of the things I had to check on from last night, because I was wondering, do you have a sub license? Click yes. Don't. Even if you have a sub license, it's not a teaching license. It's a substitute license. So go ahead and click no. You all have a bachelor's degree from our university. Click yes. It's a state-approved program. Click yes. And is it from a university in Colorado? Click yes. It asks, was your Colorado teacher preparation program traditional or alternative? It is a traditional program, so go ahead and click traditional. Or of course CSU Pueblo. Here's where it gets tricky. This is where you have to know your content. And then let's say you took another test. So my PE people, sometimes you take health, or my elementary folks, sometimes you take enough credits in one emphasis area to qualify for an added endorsement. You can choose to do the second endorsement if you want. So let's say your initial area was elementary education. You'd put initial area elementary ed. This is what the approved program verification form is. We don't do an approved program verification for the second endorsement because you didn't complete an approved program for that endorsement. You just satisfied the requirements. So on this link here, no, not that link, this link here, CDEProf/license/_alt_endorsements, you can see these different endorsement sheets. And I will go ahead and link this into the video as well on the email when I send it out for the video. And you can see the various areas. So a lot of people were asking about science. All you're going to do is either go in and put in the semester hours that apply for each area. So you need to have 6 hours of biology, 6 hours of chem, 3 hours of physics, 6 in earth science, and then 3 hours of math. If you were one of those people who just took the test, bypass that, just click passed or not passed on the place test or the praxis test. And you'll upload that. And it's $20 for each additional endorsement. And now's the time to do it, because I think it's usually $40 after you do your initial license. So for those of you who are eligible for one of these, great. If you need help, come talk to me. I can help you with this. That's not a problem at all. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and move on. One of the things that's going to help you is having all of this ready to go. Like I said, you'll have to scan various things, your official transcripts, your place practice score, your driver's license. You'll also have to scan your approved program verification form, and then you'll upload it. So let's say that this is my document. It's going to go like that. And I'm going to go ahead and stop here because I don't want you to see too much of my personal information. But one thing to know too about the official transcripts is you're going to get it in an envelope. You can get it via mail or via electronic. I recommend getting the hard copy. It costs $12.50. It's going to say if once the seal is broken, the transcripts are no longer official. CDE does not care at all. All they want is the transcript. So go ahead, open it up, scan it in. Don't feel bad about it. One thing to know: this does cost $90, and you'll see up here the whole checkout little box here. Nothing is official until you pay. Once you pay, then that is your receipt that you have submitted your application. So a couple things to know. Remember, you can't apply until you get your approved program verification signed by Jeff Paquette. I will let you know when we have these ready to go. You'll need to get your official license or your official transcript, and then you can begin on your license. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. If it's a common question, my first response is going to be go back and watch the video, because the odds are I covered it. If I didn't cover it, I'll email people out and let them know, hey, I forgot this. So thank you for watching, and hopefully you don't have too much trouble with your license. Thank you, and have a great day.